And finally, new rule, no more swiping left on perfectly good presidential candidates. Nearly 45 million Americans now identify themselves as Democrats, and all of them are running for president. This time, let's give them a chance. Let's not eat our own, the way we nitpicked Hillary to death over her emails and other bullshit. Kamala Harris has already had to play defense because it's come out that when she was a prosecutor, she prosecuted people. Not very progressive. She should have found a way to apply more forgiveness, and the fact that she didn't is unforgivable. Elizabeth Warren claimed to be Native American. So what? Trump claimed to be human. If you think this stupid, blown out of proportion Indian controversy makes her inauthentic, you're the phony. She is the champion of consumer rights in the age of income inequality. When it comes to Elizabeth Warren, I have no reservations. Thank you. Okay. Bernie Sanders, we used to like him, but he didn't personally chaperone everyone on his campaign, so he's a sex monster once removed. A candidate has to have tough standards for their staff, but not too tough. That's Amy Klobuchar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, last week we learned she's verbally abusive. Then again, this came from the Huffington Post, so I gotta ask, do you mean actually abusive or what millennials think of as abusive? Because I think it's like the pain chart in the hospital, and I think my generation's 2 is your generation's 10. So welcome to the real world, Snowflake. Now go get Amy her coffee and shut the fuck up. Beto O'Rourke took oil money. Yeah, he's in Texas. All the money in Texas is oil money. The only other job there is operating the mechanical bull. It's like complaining Mitt Romney takes money from Mormons. I mean, geez, every Democrat is gonna have some dark spot. In Virginia, it's on their face. Do you know what song Trump plays at his rallies? It's the Stones' You Can't Always Get What You Want, which seems like an odd choice, but it tells you why Republicans are so successful. Because they're not babies who think they can have everything. Evangelicals don't really like Donald Trump. They know he can't even pass a church without bursting into flames. But he got them 2 justices on the Supreme Court. Yeah, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. That's their jam. Ours is thank you next. We go from I love you to die in about 6 hours. It's like dating Taylor Swift. You know, I've been watching the reboot of Temptation Island, not to brag. And it's startling how similar the mentality is to what's going on in the Democratic Party. If you're not familiar, Temptation Island is the show where hot people dating hot people are in search for hotter people. Contestants only have 2 emotions, horny and crying. And the whole point of the show is you can always do better. Every contestant begins their journey by saying the same thing. I love what I have with Trevin, but I wonder if there's someone more perfect for me. There isn't. That new asshole in the tank top is the same as your asshole in the tank top. This is a real problem in our society, looking for an excuse to dump someone good, because there must be one more perfect. And sometimes what you wind up with is no one to host the Oscars at all. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the Oscars. They're being ruined by these same kind of ridiculous purity tests. Bohemian Rhapsody is flawed because it's gay, but not gay enough. Really, that's what they're saying. It's insensitive to the extremely gay. What? For years, the beef about gay characters in movies was they were reduced to their sexuality. Now the sexuality is placed in the background and it's, where's the dick sucking? Roma delivers such an authentic portrait of a Mexican housekeeper, Arnold Schwarzenegger tried to impregnate it. But it's a movie about the poor, and the director isn't poor. Out! Green Book is a movie made by liberals, for liberals, bursting at the seams with liberal values. Not good enough, because the director is one of the Farrelly brothers. And as an inside joke for his crew, he used to pull his weenie out on movies like Dumb and Dumber. Fuck, the poster for Something About Mary showed Cameron Diaz's hair styled with Ben Stiller's cum. I say he should get an award just for growing up. And then there's A Star Is Born, which has big problems with consent. Yes, consent. Because, get this, Bradley Cooper pulls Lady Gaga on stage to sing without her knowledge, thereby forcing her to endure the humiliation of global stardom. I'm not kidding. The review in Vox says, A Star Is Born presents a codependent relationship built on a huge power imbalance and lack of female agency. That's what you got out of A Star Is Born? Because all I learned was don't wear khakis on stage when you really have to pee.